Avocado farming secrets for 60% yield increase and 35% cost reduction. Secret number 6. Disease management and preventing root rot. This is understanding Phytophthora root rot, which is the silent killer. Phytophthora root rot caused by Phytophthora cinnamomi represents the single greatest threat to avocado production globally, responsible for between 30 to 60% tree mortality in poorly managed orchards, destroying billions of dollars in lost production annually, and limiting avocado cultivation to well-drained soils and appropriate climates. Yet it can be prevented or minimized through integrated management, making disease prevention the cornerstone of sustainable avocado production. Understanding the pathogen and disease cycle guides management. P. cinnamomi is an homicide, that is water mold, that produces swimming zoospores during wet soil conditions, infects fine feeder roots, kills root tissues, causing progressive root system destruction, and eventually girdles or kills entire tree through inability to absorb water and nutrients. Symptoms include canopy thinning, small pale leaves, wilting despite adequate soil moisture, leaf drop, branch dieback, and eventual tree death. By the time obvious symptoms appear, between 50 to 80% of root system is already destroyed, making treatment difficult. Pathogen thrives in waterlogged or poorly drained soils, spreads in water flowing from infected to healthy areas, and persists indefinitely in soil once established. There is no eradication, unfortunately. The economic devastation of this pathogen in unmanaged orchard is catastrophic, losing between 30 to 40% of trees over 10 to 15 years, destroying between $30,000 to $60,000 in lost production over that period. This requires expensive replanting costing between $3,000 to $6,000 per hectare, and creates uneven edged orchards that are difficult to manage optimally. Conversely, integrated Phytophthora management reduces mortality to under 5% over decades, maintaining full orchard productivity worth between $400,000 to $800,000 additional cumulative production over between 20 to 30 years. The difference between orchard success and failure. Implementing integrated root rot management. Foundation. Site and root stock. As discussed in the previous video, in site selection section, proper drainage and Phytophthora tolerance root stock, that is Dusha R012 and Duke 7, provides essential first-line defense, reducing infection risk between 70 to 90% compared to susceptible rootstocks or poorly drained sites. This fundamental prevention is non-negotiable. No amount of subsequent management can compensate for poor drainage or susceptible rootstocks. Let's look at precision irrigation management. Maintain optimal moisture between 40 to 60%. Make sure this water is available in capacity, avoiding both under irrigation, which creates stress, and over irrigation, which creates waterlogging and Phytophthora activity. Use soil moisture sensors as discussed in irrigation section. Never allow standing water or saturated soil for more than 6 to 12 hours. Install proper surface draining or drainage, ensuring water moves quickly off orchard floor. Avoid irrigation applications exceeding soil infiltration rate, causing surface ponding, and reduce or eliminate irrigation during heavy rainfall periods. Let's look at mulching. Apply between 10 to 15 centimeter organic mulch like wood chips, the chips preferred. And then research shows wood chips mulch reduces phytophthora infection by 40 to 60% compared to bare soil, creating physical barrier, preventing rain splash of infected soil particles onto trunks. Major infection routes: moderating soil moisture, reducing extreme wet, dry cycles, and fostering beneficial soil organisms that suppress phytophthora. Maintain mulch between 10 to 15 centimeters away from trunk. Trunk contact maintains moisture against bark, potentially allowing trunk cankers. Creating donut or mulch around tree without touching the trunk. Let's look at phosphide application. Phosphorus or phosphorus acid, which is known as phosphate, applied as foliar spray or trunk injection, provides systematic movement throughout the tree, stimulating plant defenses against phytophthora, reducing infection severely by 50 to 80% and slowing disease progression. Apply phosphate 2 to 4 times annually. That is in spring, summer, fall, and possibly winter, at labeled rates, using foliar applications, most practical for commercial orchards, or trunk injections, more effective but more labor intensive. Phosphate represents the most effective chemical tool against phytophthora, costing between $150 to $350 per hectare annually for materials and application, but preventing losses worth between $3,000 to $8,000 per hectare annually. Let's look at sanitation and monitoring. Avoid moving soil from infected to clean areas of orchard because pathogens spread in soil. Disinfect equipment moving between orchard blocks. Monitor trees regularly for early symptoms. Use soil or root samples with lab analysis confirming phytophthora presence in suspicious trees. Remove and destroy severely infected trees. Attempting to save trees with more than 60% root loss waste resources. Replant immediately, maintaining orchard density, and maintain detailed records tracking disease incidents, guiding management adjustments. Avocado planting secrets for 60% yield increase and 35% cost cutting, secret number 7. Click the link in the description below to watch this inspiring secret. Thank you.